Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Indianapolis Colts. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, baby. Let's go! Come on, set. 16, Pittsburgh. 16. Here we go, here we go.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Just like that. Mike 16.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett.
Here we go.
It's caught by Funchess. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Check Mike. Ricky. Mike 16.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And the Chiefs D closes in on him again, and they drop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's 3rd and 11.
Let's go now. Here we go. Go to base. 7. Here we go. 7's a Mike. Mike 7. Watch the slats.
On 3rd down, Brissett. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's McCoy.
Go, run.
LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big run there by McCoy, 93 yards. So after about as long a play as humanly possible without scoring, here's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. From 3 yards out, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more,
to put it mildly.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Chris Jones on the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs.
Mike 46. Mike 46.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Throw complete there, Rodgers. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
53's the mic. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. He's scared.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Strip that ball.
Now here's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked by Pierre Desir. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Brissett now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing, Brissett going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Thomas. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Draw play, Washington. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Check. Check out.
McCoy.
Let's go. Come on. Run to the ball.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 42. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mahomes now to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he's going to go for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill. He scored on the ground and one through the air. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was third down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how, and in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
The Colts take over first.
Let's go, fellas.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Brissett to throw on first. He's got it to Hilton. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Let's go.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 2nd and 9. Brissett. Ebron's got it. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run here with Mack. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Darren Lee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good with their...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. This is 3rd and goal. Brissett. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So with 4th down coming up, here's Adam Vinatieri now for the Colts field goal. Vinatieri's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So no surprise if Vinatieri able to convert there. He is, of course, the owner of the NFL record for most postseason field goals.
Hard to believe he was undrafted coming out of college. And now here he is into his 40s, and he's still one of the best kickers around.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
We ain't giving up nothing today. Mike, 53. 53. Mike.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. The 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, as the first half is winding down, and the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Number 16.
Here's Brissett. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Here we go, D.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Defense all day. All day.
Again, it's McCoy. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
Watch the safety creep.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Yellow. 58, right there. Watch the run. Watch the run. I'm all over you.
A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump off.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 39, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mahomes is going to run the option left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Well, there you go, from red zone to red zone on that fumble return.
It's amazing how fast things can turn around, isn't it? I mean, it looks like one team's driving, got everything taken care of. All of a sudden, the ball's on the ground or popped in the air, and whoosh, there you go in the other direction. Good job.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
I'm here all day. Mike, 46.
A first down throw for Brissett. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Brissett now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Brissett sets to throw it. Being chased out left. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Brissett. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The one with the dime look that time on defense just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
31's the mic. Go, go, go. 31's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
To throw again. McCoy sliding out of the pocket and incomplete here. So a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Mahomes going to throw. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards.
First down, Chiefs.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a draw play. This is McCoy. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D.
has got to be priority one.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Slam, slam.
They'll go again to McCoy. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Let's go.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
It's going to be a long day, offense.
Hey, 57 color.
Undercrunch, undercrunch.
Hey, 43.
Check. Orbit.
10th carry now for McCoy. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Mahomes hit, he lost the football, and the Colts pick it up. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 30, and a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, Brissett again. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Number 16.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett.
I'm coming after you.
Throw complete there, Rodgers. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play.
Mike 16, Mike 16.
Second down and goal. Brissett forced out to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Chris Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. To throw, Brissett. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark providing a little deja vu. Back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Darius Leonard coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and the pressure gets to him again. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Motion.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Rodgers brings it in, and he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. Funches has it complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Brissett. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 conversion in 8 tries, not good. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he's got Rodgers. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Chester Rogers. 44 yards as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. One more hurdle here. They need the 2-point conversion to, for the moment, stay alive in these playoffs.
3 down. Check. Lucky.
Back to throw. Flushed out right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. This is McCoy. And that time the tackle by Malik Hooker. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Back to throw, Mahomes. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be marked down short of the 1st as they get to him at the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now Brissett on 4th down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
Yellow. Let's go, blue lady.
Get the ball.
Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Bring it. Bring it.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Completes it to Hardman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.